Okay, picture this. The atmosphere. It was electric. Lights focused, cameras all set, waiting for this huge debut, a major new fashion line.
Right, the professional peak, everything timed just so.
But then, almost quietly, a mirror selfie just appears online. Subtle, but you see this slight curve. Unmistakable.
And bam, just like that, Hollywood has two massive stories on the exact same day.
It wasn't just news, was it? It felt like this brilliantly staged collision. Personal life, professional ambition, all crashing together.
Oh, absolutely. A dual announcement. And it basically forced every single media outlet, from high fashion to celeb news, even parenting blogs, to cover the exact same thing.
Welcome, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, our mission is really to get past those headlines. We want to analyze the strategy behind Sofia Richie Grainge doing both things at once.
Yeah, announcing baby number 2 with her husband, Elliot Grainge, right as she's launching her fashion empire, SRG's Atelier.
We've really dug into the sources on this one.
Yeah.
And what they show isn't just, a happy personal moment. It's a really decisive pivot in how she handles her public image.
We're looking at how she shifted from being super careful about privacy, really guarding it, to now using her most personal moments, well, as fuel for her business growth.
And just to clarify for everyone listening, the full name is SRG Atelier, but sources often just say SRG, so we'll probably do that too.
Makes sense.
Okay, let's unpack this timing. It feels very high stakes. We're calling it the strategic double drop.
So the date was Thursday, October 16th, 2025. And the coordination, it was pretty much impeccable.
She drops the pregnancy news first, right? That Instagram mirror selfie showing the bump just before the actual physical launch event for the brand.
Exactly. And that caption, that was really key, both to the confusion and, frankly, the genius of it.
She wrote, "On my way to launch these babies," with the baby emoji, plus inserted Lear.
And that just sparked this immediate frenzy online. What's really interesting is how that word babies got commenters instantly wondering.
Twins. Was that it?
Right. That's what everyone jumped to, according to several sources. By using that slightly ambiguous phrasing, she guaranteed maximum initial buzz, maximum conversation around the post itself.
Treating the brand like another baby.
Pretty much, yeah. Then the clarification came pretty fast on TikTok. She confirmed, okay, pregnant with baby number 2.
And the reason she gave for revealing it right then, it was just pure practicality, almost relatable.
Totally. She said she needed to attend her SRG launch event, obviously, and she just openly admitted she didn't want to spend the whole night, quote, sucking in all night and making this child uncomfortable.
The honesty is kind of refreshing.
It is. It takes what could have been just awkward, walking a red carpet trying to hide a bump, and turns it into this headline moment.
But, okay, let's get analytical here. From a business angle, why is this timing marketing genius?
Well, it comes down to something called earned media value, or EMV. By tying these two massive stories together, her personal life, her business launch, she basically guaranteed that every publication had to cover it.
Every single one.
Think about it. WWD covering fashion. They have to mention the baby. Vogue covering motherhood. They have to mention the brand. E! News covering the celebrity aspect. They cover both.
Wow.
It maximizes her SEO, it elevates the brand status literally overnight, and it just dominates the news cycle, pushing out competitors. It's the ultimate power play, really.
That is definitely a power move. But is there a risk? Does making it feel so calculated maybe sacrifice some of that, emotional connection she built her fame on initially?
That's a fair question. Does the consumer feel like they're part of a business plan instead of a lifestyle?
Yeah.
It's a real risk, but the sources suggest she navigated it pretty cleverly by anchoring the brand itself in something inherently sincere.
Yeah.
Her first daughter, Eloise.
Okay, that makes sense. And it brings us perfectly to the sort of emotional heart of SRG Atelier. Before we talk about the big strategic shift in her public life, let's look at how motherhood, specifically Eloise, her 16-month-old, became the actual muse for this whole brand.
Yeah, the timeline really sets that up. Sofia and Elliot got married April 2023. Eloise arrived May 2024. And now the brand drops. And it's explicitly built around that early motherhood journey.
It's more than just clothes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's framed as being about legacy. She told Elle magazine Eloise was a big inspiration.
Exactly. And the core idea is longevity, which, interestingly, pushes back against the fast fashion trends she's often associated with influencing.
Right.
She actually said, I want my daughter to look back at SRG in 20 years the way I go into my mom's closet now. That's setting the bar incredibly high. It means the brand has to last.
And you can see that intention in the designs, apparently. The line's meant to be versatile for a working mom's whole life. Pieces for being extremely casual and being at home, right through to a business meeting, to a fun night out.
It taps into that reality, doesn't it? The kind of confident, maybe slightly chaotic life that modern consumers, especially mothers, can relate to.
And the family support was visible too, particularly from her husband, Elliot Grainge, who's usually pretty private.
That was notable, yeah. He's a major music exec, typically very low-key on social media. But he posted about the launch called The Brand, One of My Babies.
Wow.
Wrote about watching her pour your heart into every detail, how she inspires him. It adds this layer of authenticity.
His public praise, and then her reply, "You are my life."
Mm.
It really integrates the business into the family narrative, doesn't it?
Completely. It makes the whole thing feel more robust than just, another celebrity side project.
It feels like this commitment to the motherhood story is genuine. I remember that Vogue interview from July 2025 where she talked about having Eloise, how it made her realize being a mother was her greatest achievement.
Right. And feeling confident without makeup. The business works because that personal sincerity feels, well, evident.
She's selling confidence through clothes and proving she lives it.
Exactly.
Now, if you love diving deep into these stories behind the fame, the shifts in celebrity strategy, definitely hit that subscribe button right now, because we've got one more really critical piece of this puzzle coming up.
Yeah, this is the big one. The dramatic shift in how she approaches privacy. It's maybe the biggest strategic move of all.
Because the difference between how she handled baby number 1 and baby number 2, it's stark, isn't
Oh,
it?
completely. A
No.
total reversal in strategy.
Okay, let's break that down. For Eloise, her first child, the news was kept secret, like really secret for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And the announcement only came via that massive orchestrated Vogue cover in January 2024.
Textbook control and protection. And
Yeah.
Sofia was really clear in that Vogue interview why she did it that way. She said, pregnancy is really scary.
Yeah, I remember that.
For me, it was really important to protect our mental health and our space as a couple. The goal back then was clear. Protection, peace.
Okay, now fast forward to October 2025.
Yeah.
Second pregnancy. The reveal. Super quick.
Instantaneous, almost.
Simultaneous with a huge business launch and the motivation given. Purely practical public appearance stuff, not wanting to have to, suck it in all night.
It speaks volumes, doesn't it, about her evolution as a public figure. It's not about hiding anymore. It's about leveraging.
So in 2024, privacy was her tool for, survival.
Pretty much. And in 2025, transparency becomes her tool for business success.
Wow. So we've gone from carefully protecting mental health and the couple's space to using a pregnancy announcement to launch a brand. This isn't just personal confidence, though, is it? Does it also reflect, the demands of being a celebrity today?
I think it does. It shows she understands that today's high-end consumer, they want a complete story, an integrated narrative.
Right.
When you buy into SRG, you're not just buying a blazer. You're buying into the life of Sofia, the designer, the wife, the mother. This choice to fully integrate her personal reality into her brand, it feels essential now for longevity.
The old way was separation. The new way is calculated integration.
Exactly. She's essentially saying, my life is my brand, and my brand is designed for my life.
And the sources do suggest that sincerity is still there, grounding this huge pivot.
Precisely. You saw that genuine emotion back in May 2025, around Eloise's first birthday. Sofia reflected on that mix of feelings, right?
Yeah, saying watching her grow has been a gift, but also realizing those tiny little moments are something I'll never get back.
So the public persona is incredibly savvy, yes, but it still seems grounded in that real private emotion.
Okay, so summing up, what does this all mean for the long game? Sofia Richie Grainge, well, she masterfully used her personal joy, baby number 2, to ignite her professional ambition, SRG Atelier.
Yeah, it really marks this clear, confident, and very public new chapter. She's fully in control of her story now.
She's successfully transformed herself, hasn't she? From, daughter of a legend, then an it girl, to now this legitimate, confident designer. And her personal life is right at the core of her business identity.
It's quite the evolution.
So we've seen her pivot through all these stages. And given that longevity is the cornerstone for her fashion line, and how calculated this latest move felt, here's the final thought for you listening. Will this strategic choice, making her personal life so explicitly public, be the actual key to her brand's lasting success? Or will future consumers eventually demand yet another layer, another kind of strategic transparency?
That really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How long can a brand that's built so heavily on a personal narrative keep going when that narrative inevitably changes and evolves?
It raises big questions about how much personal life modern consumers expect or even demand to see integrated to a celebrity brand before maybe they want something else entirely.
Definitely something to watch.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where expert speaker and host speaker uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.